What's going on, guys? It's DeadOp here, and we are back with another video. And today I'm bringing you a moon Easter egg tutorial, which before the video starts, I just want to say if you can please like the video and show it support, and subscribe if you like the video and like my previous content. Just please do that, because I have worked so hard for this, because I haven't been able to find Easter egg teams, and when I have, we haven't been able to complete the Easter egg just because of things in game and just bad luck. So if you can please support the video, I would much appreciate that. Now, before I get into explaining the Easter egg steps, I just want to explain to you that you can either do this Easter egg solo or with a team, but I would suggest that you do it with a team, as you will need a couple of items out of the box which are used in multiple steps during the Easter egg steps. So I would advise against going solo. Also, before I explain the steps, I advise that you use the Immolation Liquidation Gobblegum, because if you use that, you can hit the box multiple times so that you can get the items I spoke about out of the box, which are the Gersh devices, the QEDs, and the Zap Gun / Wave Gun. So now that I've gotten that all out of the way, let's begin. So the first step for this Easter egg is to turn on the power, which I bet you never saw that coming, did you? Once you turn on the power, you are going to go right back outside to the computers right outside of Tunnel 6. And what you are going to do is you are going to play a game which we call Samantha Says, or Simon Says, if you have never played Zombies. So what this is these 4 computers are going to flash the colors from left to right: red, green, blue, and yellow. It's going to flash a code of colors up, and what you're going to do is you're going to press each computer according to the code with the square button, and it's going to eventually go through the cycle of five different codes, and it's going to build up every single time. So let's say it gives you red the first time, then you press red, and then it will give you red and green, then you press red and green, and so on and so forth, until right at the end it will flash completely green. All 4 computers are going to flash completely green, and that's how you know you have completed this step. Now, the next step to your Easter egg is to find the hacker device, which is the item you see on screen right now. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to find this, and the spawn locations are as follows: on the wall right there in the laboratory on the 2nd floor, on this little box right here in the 2nd floor of the laboratory. Then you go down to the 1st floor of the laboratory on that bookshelf right there, and then on the bookshelf to the left of the previous bookshelf on that shelf right there. And then you're going to want to go up the staircase all the way to the 3rd floor of the laboratory, where you can find it in 2 locations, one of them being on these little canisters by Deadshot, and then the final place is going to be right there on this little shelf on the little paper. Now, once you've found this hacker, what you want to do is you want to come over to the 2nd floor of the laboratory and hack one of these panels. Once you hack it, there are going to be 4 of these rectangular little objects right here, as you can see, that are lit up green. There's going to be 4 of them, and you are going to hack them within the span of a minute. And once you do this, you will hear a little audio quote from the little woman within the PES. Then once you've done this, you're going to come over to these little panels and press all 4 of them simultaneously, which means you're going to want to do them very quickly so that it will complete the step, and then you will move on to step 4. So step 4 is going to be a little bit trickier. So what you're going to want to do is you need the excavator to excavate Tunnel 6. Now, this is where it's a little bit annoying. So this is going off of pure luck. You could get Tunnel 6 excavated by round like 5, or it could be round 30 and it still won't be excavated. It has happened to me many times where it won't excavate by round 30. So you're going to have to grind out the rounds and just have to listen out for the excavators so that you can make sure that Tunnel 6 is being excavated. So once it starts to be excavated, you need to go get the hacker once it starts to actually physically drill into it, not just when it announces it, but when it starts to drill, you're going to need to take the hacker back to spawn, where there is a little panel right here, as you see, that you will need to hack, which will stop the excavator from excavating tunnel 6. And once you have done that, you have completed that step, and you can move on to step 5. So now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go down to tunnel 6 after it's been excavated, and you'll find this little ball in front of this door. And what you're going to want to do is, as you see what I did, you want to knife it and then follow it around through tunnel 6. Now, I would keep a close eye on it, as it does get stuck on walls and on the floor, as you can see right here. And you will need to knife it or shoot it with a gun that shoots bullets. So you cannot shoot it with like the wave gun or the ray gun Mark II or the original ray gun. You will need to knife it or shoot it with guns with bullets and let it go through tunnel 6. And once it's been out of tunnel 6 outside, as you see here, you're going to get it stuck on the satellite. And now, as I take off my PS like an idiot, you are going to want to actually assemble the wave gun portion of the zap gun, and you're going to want to shoot it off of the satellite. And once you have shot it off the satellite, you are going to follow it through tunnel 11 and do the same thing. Now, as I said, keep a close eye on it, knife it or shoot it with a gun with bullets when it gets stuck on the walls. And once you have finished this and it's gone all the way down to the power room where the pyramid is, it's going to lodge itself, as you can see, on the pyramid, and a little soul tube is going to show up, which I will explain in a little bit in the next step. Now, once you have had this soul tube appear, you now want to get 25 zombies within close proximity of this tube, and you will know when it has filled up, as it will be completely blue, the tube will be. And once it gets completely blue and you've killed 25 zombies, you want to hit the switch with the square button. You want to press it right next to the pyramid, and the soul tube will go in. The pyramid will open up, and you will see Samantha, and you will get 90-second death machines, and Samantha will appear, and you will get the achievement, as you can see, cryogenic slumber party. Now, once you have done this, what you want to do is, or what I would recommend, is you go all the way back to Earth, to Area 51, and you get, with these 90-second death machines, you just start mowing down zombies at Area 51, get as many points as you can, and also you can do one of the Easter egg steps while you are doing this. So now what you're going to need is you're going to need a Gersh device, and when you go to America, when you teleport back to Earth, you're going to need somebody to go over to the shelf and chuck a frag grenade to get these plates to explode off of the shelf. And then whoever has the Gersh device, they're going to throw, as you can see, the Gersh device over to these plates, where they are going to be sucked into the Gersh device and teleported onto the teleporter behind you. And then what you're going to do is, once the teleporter opens up, you're going to teleport back, and then whoever has the QED device, they're going to throw it over to the plates by quick revive, as I revived Tim because he went down. You're going to throw the QED over to these plates, and then they are going to explode all the way over to this little computer over here, and that is how you know you've completed this step. The next thing you're going to want to do is you need to find an S-shaped hose. Now, this is a little bit of a tricky thing to find, because you can find it anywhere within the 3 floors of the laboratory. I'm showing you right now some of the example of spawns. It can spawn on that table I showed in the laboratory. It can spawn under some of the little computers. It can spawn outside, as I just showed you. And it just is really pesky to find. Just keep on looking within the 3 floors of the laboratory. It can spawn right in front of the door right there on the stairs towards the 3rd floor. So just keep on looking, you'll find it. It's within those 3 floors. You'll be fine, you'll find it, and things will be okay. So now what you're going to want to do is you're going to take that little hose you had before, and you're going to go plug it in to the computer that I showed you before, where the little panels are, and you're going to plug it into that with the golden rod that you already have in your inventory. at the beginning of the game, and whoever is Richtofen in the game needs to go up to this computer that's flashing red now, and he needs to continuously press square on it. Now, as you can see, it is a hard thing to do on solo, so that's another reason why I would suggest you do it with multiple people. But what I would do with multiple people is have somebody training the zombie so that Richtofen can just easily just keep on pressing square on the computer. You're gonna get some pretty cool quotes when you do it, and what it is doing is it is charging the little golden rod that is between the two panels. And once it is charged up, and you will know when it's charged up because the computer will flash green and the quotes will end. What you want to do with that is you're going to pick up the goldenrod and you're going to take it down to the MPD. You're going to go plug it in to the little place where you can see the shape right there. It fits it perfectly. Just press that, and what is going to happen is 4 more tubes are going to appear, and what you did before with the soul tubes, you're going to have to do 4 more times, as you can see. And so what I would suggest to you is you get a bunch of good weapons, and because it is a very compact area and you will need to kill a lot of zombies, about 100 since it's 4 times 25, and you will need to do this and you will need to survive, and it's a very tight area, so I would suggest get good weapons before you start this step, and then just continuously kill zombies until all the tubes are filled up, and then you will have finished that step of the Easter egg. Now once all of those tubes are full, you will now need to go up to the pyramid with Richtofen and press square again, and now what will happen is he will switch souls with Samantha, and he will now get all 5 perks. And now once you have done this, you will need to throw a QED device at the pyramid to make the little ball that we went through Tunnel 6, moving it. It will now be thrown all the way back to the computers at the beginning of the Easter egg where you did Samantha Says, and now you will have to do it 3 times again. This is the final step. You will have to do Simon Says 3 times again. And then you will need to throw a Gersh device at the little egg, which will be right beside the computer, and it will teleport the little ball after you've done Simon Says 3 times, and it will make the rockets launch, and now you have done the Easter egg. It is fully complete. Congratulations, you have now finished the Moon Easter egg. And this is the unfortunate part of the gameplay, because when I was doing it solo, I only got to do it twice, the Simon Says, because I got stuck on a zombie when I was doing it on the 3rd time, and so I had to kill off the zombie, and then I died twice. I just got absolutely wrecked, and so I do not have any gameplay of the Easter egg ending, but I did get enough for you to get all the steps. So I hope you enjoy it. It'll be a challenge to do this Easter egg, especially since it's a lot of luck. So I wish you good luck. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video.